If you could go back in time and speak to your younger self, what would you say? Would you warn them? Guide them? Or simply whisper, "You're going to be okay"? I'm 80 years old, and if I could sit across from my younger self, I wouldn't whisper, I'd speak with urgency. Because time is a gift we don't realize we're losing until it's almost gone. One day, you wake up, and the reflection in the mirror isn't who you used to be. The face is older, the years have passed, and you wonder, did I do it right? I don't have all the answers, but I have something better. The lessons I wish I had learned sooner. And if you're here, that means you still have time. Time to live. Time to make sure that when you reach my age, you won't look back with regret, but with pride. There comes a moment in life when you stop counting forward and start counting backward. Not how many years have I lived, but how many do I have left? When I was younger, I believed life was about chasing something, success, approval, achievement. I thought happiness was something you earned, not something you chose. I spent years worrying about things that never mattered, pleasing people who never cared, and postponing joy for a future I assumed was guaranteed. But time has a way of teaching you what truly matters. Now, I see it clearly. Life isn't about adding more years. It's about adding more life to the years you have. If I could go back, I wouldn't tell myself to work harder or chase more. I'd tell myself to live now, before the days slip through my fingers. Because one day, they do. And when they're gone, they're gone. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you liked this video. It helps me keep sharing more important lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please comment 1. If you don't, comment 0 so I know how to improve. Now, let's get started. Worry is the thief of time. It will never fix your problems, never rewrite the past, and never guarantee the future. Yet, how much of life is wasted on it? I used to think that if I worried enough, I could control the outcome. That somehow, overthinking would prepare me for what was to come. But worry doesn't prepare you, it only drains you. The truth is, most of the things you fear will never happen, and the ones that do, you'll survive them, just like you always have. If I could go back, I'd tell myself to stop carrying the weight of things I cannot change. Because peace isn't found in controlling everything, it's found in letting go. And then, there's the opinion of others. The invisible chain that holds so many people back. We spend our best years trying to impress, trying to fit in, trying to meet expectations set by people who won't even remember our names decades from now. The less you care about what others think, the more you will truly live. Think about it. Have you ever seen an 80-year-old worried about impressing strangers? We outgrow the illusion that approval is happiness. You don't need permission to be who you are, to do what feels right, to live your truth. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. And the only regret that matters is the one you feel when you realize you lived it for someone else. If something is weighing on your mind, ask yourself this: will it matter in a year? 5 years? 10? If not, let it go. Life is too short to carry burdens that don't belong to you. Fear will keep you safe, but it will also keep you small. It whispers in your ear, convincing you to stay where it's comfortable, where nothing changes, where risk is low. But here's the truth: everything you want is on the other side of facing it. Every breakthrough, every moment of growth, every step toward the life you truly desire comes from pushing past the limits fear places on you. And if you let fear make your decisions, you will wake up one day with nothing but regrets, realizing that the only thing standing between you and the life you could have had was your own hesitation. Don't let that happen. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be braver than your doubts. Then there's regret, the heaviest burden of all. Failure is painful, but regret is unbearable. At least when you fail, you know you tried. But when you let opportunities slip by, when you let fear, doubt, or excuses keep you from taking that step, you carry that with you forever. Every person you meet at my age will tell you the same thing. It's not the things they did that haunt them, it's the things they didn't do. The love they didn't fight for. The risks they didn't take. The dreams they let die because they were too afraid of failing. So if you stand at a crossroads today, wondering whether you should go for it, the answer is yes. Say what you need to say. Take the risk. Start now. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. And life is too short for what-ifs. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Your body is the only home you will ever live in, and how you treat it determines the quality of your life. Yet, too many people spend their younger years neglecting it, pushing sleep aside, eating for convenience, avoiding exercise, assuming they'll get to it later. But let me tell you something, there is no later. The years pass, and before you know it, the neglect catches up with you. Your body keeps a record of every bad habit, every shortcut, every ignored warning sign. One day, you wake up and realize your health is no longer in your hands. Instead, it belongs to doctors, to prescriptions, to a body that no longer listens to you the way it once did. Sleep is not a luxury, it's survival. Yet, in a world that glorifies overwork and exhaustion, people treat sleep as optional, as something to sacrifice in the pursuit of success. But without sleep, you are not yourself. You are weaker, slower, more anxious. Your decisions suffer, your mood declines, your body begins to break down. It doesn't matter how busy you are, if you don't make time for rest, your body will eventually force you to. And by then, it's too late. And what about food? The thing that should be fueling our bodies has instead become a slow poison for many. Processed foods, sugar-loaded drinks, quick-fix meals, every bite is a decision between healing or harming yourself. Food is medicine, or it's poison. What you put into your body today will determine the way you feel in the years to come. And believe me, when you get older, you will wish you had cared more. Because once your body fails you, nothing else will matter. Movement is life. Your body was not designed to sit in front of a screen for hours, to stay hunched over a desk, to remain still while the years pass by. Exercise is not about looking good, it's about feeling alive. It's about making sure your body can still carry you where you want to go, that your legs don't give out before your dreams do, that your heart beats strong long enough to experience everything life has to offer. I've seen what happens when people neglect their bodies. By the time they realize the cost, they're trapped in bodies that no longer move the way they used to. Take care of your body now, while you still have the choice. And if you think exercise is a chore, think of it this way. It is the most underutilized antidepressant in the world. Nothing resets the mind like movement. A simple 30-minute walk in nature will do more for your mental health than scrolling through your phone, drowning in stress, or numbing yourself with distractions. The best medicine isn't in a bottle, it's fresh air, movement, and the discipline to take care of yourself even on the days you don't feel like it. Your health is the foundation of everything. You can have success, money, and opportunities, but if you lose your health, none of it matters. So get up. Move your body. Prioritize your sleep. Eat to fuel, not just to indulge. Because the greatest gift you can give yourself in old age isn't wealth or status. It's the ability to wake up each morning and say, I still have the strength to live. And that, my friend, is priceless. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 3 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. At the end of your life, you won't count the money in your bank account. You won't replay the hours you spent at work, chasing promotions, or trying to impress people who never truly cared about you. No, in those final moments, your mind will go to one thing: the people you loved and the ones who loved you back. The friendships, the laughter, the quiet moments of connection. That's what will matter. And if I could go back, I would tell my younger self to cherish relationships like they are the most valuable currency in the world, because they are. People come and go, but the ones who truly matter? Hold on to them. Don't let pride, ego, or stubbornness build walls where there should be bridges. If you love someone, tell them. If you miss someone, reach out. Because one day, there will be no more time to do so. I've seen too many people carry regrets about the words they never said, the forgiveness they never gave, the moments they let slip away. Don't be one of them. At the same time, protect your energy from those who drain it. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. If someone constantly brings negativity, stress, or hurt into your life, let them go. There is a difference between loyalty and self-destruction. The right people will lift you, support you, and bring you peace. The wrong ones will exhaust you, belittle you, and make you question your worth. Choose wisely. And when it comes to love, let me tell you this: who you choose as a partner will shape your entire life. Choose someone whose soul aligns with yours, not just someone who looks good in a photograph. Love is not just about passion, attraction, or the fleeting moments that make your heart race. Those things fade. What remains, what truly defines a lifelong love, is partnership, respect, and the ability to grow together. Choose a partner who speaks to your soul, not just your desires. Someone who understands that love is not about keeping score, but about building something stronger than either of you alone. And don't rush it. Society will try to tell you there's a timeline, that you must marry by a certain age, have children by another, and follow a script that was written for someone else's life. Ignore it. Love happens on your own timeline, not anyone else's. The right person at the wrong time is still the wrong person. Wait for the one who makes you feel at home, not the one who checks off a box on society's list of expectations. Friendships, too, will evolve as you grow. The people who walked with you in one season of life may not be meant to walk with you in the next. And that's okay. Some friends are meant to be chapters, not lifelong stories. As you rise, your circle will change. Accept this. Surround yourself with those who encourage your growth, who celebrate your wins, who push you to be better. At the end of it all, love, whether romantic, platonic, or familial, is what gives life its meaning. People matter more than things. When you look back, you won't remember the material possessions. You'll remember the love you gave, the love you received, and the moments you shared. Make them count. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 4 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Success is not what the world tells you it is. It is not measured in titles, trophies, or the size of your bank account. I used to think it was. I spent years believing that the harder I worked, the more I achieved, the happier I would be. But here's the truth: success without purpose is just exhaustion in disguise. You can climb the highest mountain, but if it's the wrong one, you'll still feel empty when you reach the top. So let me ask you, what does success mean to you? Not to society, not to your parents, not to the people scrolling through your life on social media. To you. Because if you don't define it for yourself, the world will do it for you, and you'll spend your life chasing something that was never meant to be yours. The secret to true success is not in the destination, but in the steps you take to get there. Goals are important, but they are nothing without action. Don't just dream, execute. Break your vision down into small, daily actions. The future you want is not built in one grand gesture. It's built in the choices you make every single day. And here's something no one tells you: hard work is not enough. You can work tirelessly, but if you're working on the wrong things, you'll only burn yourself out. Work smart. Surround yourself with people who push you forward. Invest in learning, in mentors, in environments that challenge you. Growth does not happen in comfort. It happens when you dare to step beyond what is familiar. Success is not about impressing others. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. Purpose is what gives success meaning. Without it, achievements feel hollow, and victories feel temporary. The world will tell you to chase money, status, and recognition, but none of that will fulfill you if you don't know why you're doing it. Purpose is the anchor that keeps you grounded when the storms of life try to shake you. It's the reason you get up in the morning, the fire that keeps you moving forward even when no one is watching. So how do you find it? Start by asking yourself, what do I love doing so much that I would do it for free? What problem in the world makes you angry enough to want to fix it? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? The answers to these questions will lead you toward your purpose. And once you find it, don't wait. Build your life around it. Because the only thing worse than failing is spending your life succeeding at things that don't matter. And here's something you must understand: success is never just about you. The most fulfilling success is the kind that lifts others up, that leaves a mark beyond yourself. Help people. Share what you know. Give more than you take. The real measure of your success will not be in what you have, but in how many lives you've touched. So stop chasing approval. Stop following someone else's definition of success. Find what sets your soul on fire and pursue it relentlessly. Because at the end of your life, the only question that will matter is this: did I live with purpose? And if the answer is yes, then you, my friend, have truly succeeded. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 5 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Money is a tool, nothing more, nothing less. It will not make you happy, it will not make you a better person, and it will not bring you peace. But if you don't learn how to manage it, it will control your life. Too many people spend their best years chasing wealth, only to realize too late that they traded their health, their relationships, and their time for numbers on a screen. Let me tell you, money means nothing if you don't have the health to enjoy it, the people to share it with, or the time to use it well. That doesn't mean money isn't important. It is. But what's more important is knowing how to handle it. Save at least 10% of everything you earn, always. No matter how much debt you have, no matter how many bills are piling up, paying yourself first is the key to long-term financial security. The future is unpredictable, and the last thing you want is to reach old age and realize you have no safety net. Debt is a trap. It will steal your freedom, your choices, and your peace of mind. If you can, avoid it. And if you're already in it, get out as fast as you can. Pay off your credit cards in full each month, live below your means, and don't fall for the illusion that more stuff equals more happiness. Because at the end of the day, you don't own things, things own you. Money should work for you, not the other way around. Invest it wisely, grow it patiently, and use it purposefully. Because real wealth isn't just about what you have, it's about what you can afford to live without. Wealth is not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. I've seen people with six-figure salaries who are drowning in debt, and I've seen people with modest incomes who retire comfortably because they lived wisely. It's not about how much money flows in, but how well you manage what stays. The key is simple: spend less than you earn, invest in things that grow, and stop trying to impress people who don't care about your financial future. And let me tell you something most people learn too late: experiences will bring you more joy than possessions ever will. The car, the designer clothes, the oversized house, they lose their shine. But the memories of time spent with loved ones, the adventures, the moments of laughter and connection, those are priceless. If you're going to spend money, spend it on living, not just accumulating. But beyond that, the real purpose of wealth is freedom. Not just financial freedom, but freedom from stress, from bad decisions, from a life dictated by debt. And the greatest freedom of all? The ability to help others. True wealth isn't about having more, it's about giving more. When you have enough, share it. Give to those in need. Use your resources to make a difference. Because money can either be a chain that keeps you trapped or a tool that allows you to create something bigger than yourself. At the end of your life, you won't measure wealth by what you owned. You'll measure it by the peace you felt, the security you built, and the lives you touched. That is true financial wisdom. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 6 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. If I could go back and speak to my younger self, I wouldn't tell him to work harder, to chase more, to push himself to exhaustion. I wouldn't tell him to seek approval, to worry about being liked, or to stress over things that, in the end, don't matter. No, I would look him in the eyes and say, "Live now, before it's too late." Because here's the truth: one day, you will wake up, and it will be your last morning. You won't know it at the time. You'll go about your routine, drink your coffee, step outside, just like you always do. But the moments you take for granted, they will be gone forever. And when that day comes, will you be able to say that you truly lived? That you loved fully? That you didn't waste time chasing the wrong things? Time moves slowly when you're young, but one day you'll look back, and it will feel like it all happened in the blink of an eye. What will you have to show for it? Regret? Missed opportunities? The echo of words left unsaid? Or will you look back and smile, knowing you took every chance, forgave when you could, and didn't let fear stop you from living the life you were meant to live? If there's one thing I can tell you, it's this: you don't have time to wait. The perfect moment? It doesn't exist. The right time? It's now. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It keeps moving. And if you're not careful, it will leave you behind. So stop postponing joy. Stop waiting for the right time, the right circumstances, the right opportunity. The only thing you are guaranteed is this moment, right now. Use it. Call the people you love. Take the trip. Start the project. Forgive yourself. Take the risk. Because in the end, the only things you will regret are the moments you let slip away. And understand this, happiness is not something you find, it's something you create. It is not waiting for you in the future, hidden behind success, wealth, or the approval of others. It is here, in the simple moments. In laughter. In love. In the feeling of a sunrise on your skin. If you cannot be happy now, you will not be happy then. Life is not meant to be chased, it is meant to be lived. One day, your story will end. The question is, will it be a story worth telling? Did you love deeply? Did you give more than you took? Did you wake up every morning with purpose, knowing you were creating something meaningful? Because in the end, success is not the house, the money, or the titles. It is the peace you feel when you close your eyes at night, knowing you lived fully and without regret. So take the chances. Make the memories. Live in a way that your future self will thank you for. Because if you do, when your time comes, you won't have to ask, "Did I do it right?" You'll simply smile and say, "Yes, I truly lived." Thank you for following us till the end. Don't forget to show some love by clicking the like button and subscribe. This supports the channel and allows me to continue creating content for you. Leave your thoughts or comments below. Feel free to express yourself and stay positive. See you next time. What if one day you needed help, but no one was there to answer? It's a terrifying thought, one that too many people push aside until reality forces them to face it. Right now, over 27% of seniors live alone, and while independence is a beautiful thing, it also comes with risks that few like to acknowledge. What happens when a medical emergency strikes in the middle of the night? What if a scammer preys on a trusting moment? What if the silence that once felt peaceful becomes unbearably lonely? If you or someone you love is aging alone, this is one of the most important conversations you will ever have. Because the truth is, no one expects to face a crisis alone, but life doesn't always go as planned. The good news? You don't have to wait for a crisis to take action. In the next few moments, we'll explore 5 simple but life-changing ways to stay safe while living alone. Walter always believed he was prepared. A retired carpenter, he prided himself on being self-sufficient, cooking his own meals, fixing things around the house, and tending to his small garden. But as the years passed, a quiet fear began to settle in. He never spoke about it, but it was always there, lingering in the back of his mind. What if something happened? What if he fell and couldn't reach the phone? What if days passed before anyone even realized he needed help? One night, those fears became real. Walter woke up feeling dizzy. At first, he brushed it off, assuming it was nothing. But as he tried to stand, his legs gave out beneath him. He collapsed onto the floor, too weak to move. His phone was on the nightstand, just out of reach. Hours passed. The morning sun rose. Noon came and went. No one knew he was there. Walter's story isn't unique. Too many seniors wait until a crisis forces them to make a change. But by then, it's often too late. Maybe you live alone, or maybe it's your parent, your neighbor, or someone you love.